Hello everyone, Kireth here. Welcome to another Gran Turismo 7 video, and today we're going to talk about free roam in Gran Turismo 7. Now, before you all go in the comments and say, Kireth, you ignorant fool, of course there's going to be no free roam in Gran Turismo 7, duh. Let's just take a step back. Let's take a step up. Let's look at this holistically. Let's look at what Gran Turismo 7 is going to be. So Gran Turismo 7 is going to be a return to old school Gran Turismo. We're going to have the GT Cafe. We're going to have used cars. From what we've seen in all the trailers, there's a big emphasis on road cars. Now, call me a racing purist, but for me, racing cars belong on racing tracks, and road cars are at their best on the road. Now, we had an issue in GT Sport. We had all these amazing road cars, all these amazing supercars, the N1000 category, N800 category, and we barely used them in sport mode. If you've driven these cars in sport mode or in online multiplayer at all, let me know in the comments. And I hope quite a few of them are going to be, yes, I use them in the Kireth Kart Special Stage Route X Royal Rumble lobbies that you used to run. But there is an issue. There's an inherent contradiction about GT Sport only allowing you to race on racetracks, but there's loads of road cars. Now in GT7, I'm not sure that's going to work. And if we're honest, we've had quite a few trailers now about Gran Turismo 7. There haven't been that many circuits revealed. There haven't been that many new cars revealed. And when you look at the press releases, there's theoretically not going to be that many more racetracks, not going to be that many more cars. Sorry to disappoint, but that's what the press releases say. So surely they've been working on something, because we know at Polyphony they work very, very, very hard. So what have they been working on? Now we've seen they're going to bring back the kind of the map to get around Gran Turismo. You've got all the different areas to visit, like the GT Cafe, like the used car shop, like the Coliseum for FIA. Are they going to bring in some kind of area where you can have a car meet? Now we know Kaz Yamuchi, the head honcho at Polyphony Digital, he used to be a street racer. That's what he did in Japan. He was a street racer back in the day. And he's all about the car culture, and he's very, very proud about what Gran Turismo has done for car culture globally. Especially kind of bringing JDMs into this mythical area where, you know, we revere like the old Skylines, the old Supra, stuff like that. He would be so up for a kind of virtual car meet area in Gran Turismo 7. Could it happen? Now, we already see some interesting stuff going on in GT Sport. If you go into lobbies, you'll see loads and loads and loads of lobbies every time at Tokyo Expressway. Kind of weird titles like Don't Go Faster Than 80 Miles an Hour, COTS versus Civilians, all this kind of stuff. I'm putting one of those videos, a video from those lobbies on screen right now. There's a lot of people trying to roleplay free roam in GT Sport and doing it at Tokyo Expressway. Surely Gran Turismo are going to facilitate that in a better way in Gran Turismo 7. It is a big part of the game for a lot of people. And I don't think it would take that much. Imagine if you linked up all the Tokyo Expressway tracks. Imagine if you had some kind of drift counter going. Imagine if you could select a few people to be police drivers and the rest of the civilians at car speed, etc. Imagine if you had AI police cars. I mean, that would be huge. I'm putting another video up on screen now. I went into one of these lobbies. It was absolutely packed. It was completely full. I had to wait to get in. And there's a load of supercars at Tokyo Expressway just kind of not really knowing what to do, trying to engage with each other, trying to interact with each other. But there's no way. The game is just not helping them at all. So it's all very awkward. Everyone's just kind of parked up in very expensive machinery. Surely they're going to sort that out for Gran Turismo 7. Is that going to mean some sort of free roam? Now we know that Forza doesn't have this problem, because Forza has the mainline motorsport editions and it has Forza Horizon, which is completely open world, so they don't have this problem. It might surprise you if you're a fan of this channel. My favourite Gran Turismo style game is actually Forza Motorsport 3. That's my favourite game. Back then there wasn't Forza Horizon. We've seen with Assetto Corsa really coming back in popularity because of these big open free roam areas you can do, go down the Pacific highway, stuff like that, big long stretches of the road. Are they going to do it in GT7? You can see here I'm trying to roleplay in this RX-7 here, and it just doesn't really work. But just imagine if we could take to the streets. Here we go, and I could put some scapes up. I went into scapes mode. Again, let's think of this holistically. Imagine if you could just roll down the city in your RX-7 like that. Absolutely letting the rotary rip. How cool would that be? Do you think this is a possibility? Do you think it's going to happen? I think there's a lot more to be revealed for Gran Turismo 7, by the way. I think they're really going to feed us the information slowly, and they're starting with the most basics. If you look at the first trailer, it basically looks like Gran Turismo Sport on PS5. Now, I'm not sure there's anyone that really thinks that's all there's going to be to Gran Turismo 7. It's been in development for a long time. Imagine if you could go into a Japanese city like this and just roll with your boys and girls. How cool would that be? It's something that I really, really, really want. I'm going to be doing more videos, by the way, about my Gran Turismo 7 wishlist. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel if you've seen a few of these but you're not yet subscribed. It will mean they pop up in your feed when I upload. I'm uploading quite a lot on GT7. But we did a fun lobby here, what I've got on screen, where we just turned off all shortcuts at a Big Willow, which is my least favourite circuit in the game. And we had so much fun just messing around, basically using Big Willow as an open world free roam area. And there's a part of me that thinks they will have seen what's happened with Forza Horizon. They will have seen what's going on with Assetto Corsa. They don't seem that interested in the kind of iRacing multiplayer, because we really haven't got that impression from the early trailers that have been released. But there's a lot of stuff about car culture. There's a lot of stuff about road cars. It would be very, 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 very cool if we could get some kind of area where we could just show off in our cars, have drag races, mess around, drift. I think it would be amazing. So please do let me know in the comments if that's something you're looking forward to, or if you have any other things on your wish list for Gran Turismo 7 as we tick down the days, getting closer and closer to 4th March 2022. By the way, so that's it for me on this video, and I'll see you all next time.